It's Game 6 of the Western Conference Semifinals. The Utah Jazz are down 2-3 with the opportunity to prove themselves to the league, their fans, and most importantly, themselves. It's a pivotal must-win battle against the Los Angeles Clippers. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
Welcome, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Game 6 of the Western Conference Semifinals. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. So here are the Jazz starting five. At the 2 and the 3, it's Mitchell and Ingles. Rudy Gobert is out there with Derek Favors. And it's Conley in at the point. And for the Clippers, we've got Paul George. He's out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Cousins in at the center. Now here's Mitchell. Outside Conley. Outside Mitchell. Here's Favors. And the dunk by Favors.
Well, Donovan Mitchell excelling at taking what he sees and pick and roll.
George drives in, and George with the jam.
He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Now here's Conley. Left side Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Shot clock at 5. And he drives in. And no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Here's Conley. Favors with it, guarded by Morris. Favors against Morris. Favors the pass to Mitchell. Puts one up from 19. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
George for 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Well, the 3 ball has become one of the best attributes that Paul George brings to the table. Great form, great touch.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Outside Mitchell. Into the lane. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
Here's Mann. Pass to Morris. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Mr. Morris leaves no doubt.
First quarter ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Now Favors. Conley finds Mitchell. Favors with a screen on George. Morris against Mitchell. Gets it to go from 8 feet.
We're talking 6'3", 215 pounds, so that is a big-sized guard. He can operate on the interior.
George's shot is off. The Jazz have gone 3 of 5 shooting so far. Mitchell against George. Outside, Ingles. The 3. Rebounded by Cousins.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Mann. The rebound by the Jazz.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell can't get that one to fall. The Clippers in the lead.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac checked in. And so it's Utah with it. Timeout called. The Jazz.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Tipped! And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. The Clippers on D. Mitchell finds Bogdanovich. And here's Zubac. To the wing on the left. Here's Batum. And again, no good by the Clippers. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Ilyasova outside. Pass to Mitchell. From the arc. And another miss by Utah.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And the foul on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul. Utah trailing here. Mitchell with the ball. And it's good for 2. Mitchell's got 6 points.
Well, it's a level of concentration that has to happen for you to finish through contact. Donovan Mitchell doing work.
Puts up a 3. And Kennard with the 3. Here's Mitchell. Fires the 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. The Clippers on top. They lead by a bucket. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, you know, and it's fun and it's light. Fans deserve it on both sides. You know, it's a good old-fashioned basketball. You know, it's all a part of the game. We're both trying to win, and that's what people want to see. Hard-nosed, edgy basketball.
Man, pound for pound, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So the Jazz 5 right now. Niang is down low with Gobert. Mike Conley out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Mann. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. It's George with the drive.
There are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
Cousins, he's checked in for the Clippers. Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. That's good from George. Here's Clarkson. Pass to Gobert. Back to Clarkson. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul of the game. Outside Conley. Here's Niang. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer.
That's the size and and the instincts defensively of DeMarcus Cousins. Nicely done.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Here's Clarkson. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Pass to Conley. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
Kicks it to George. Let's go with a three. Rebound, Utah. Quarter two and about 2 minutes in. Pass to Nie. Back to Clarkson. Driving inside. Gobert inside. Check by Cousins. It's good. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, there's a certain amount of awareness that you're responsible for having when you're Rudy Gobert, and he makes excellent use of his size right there.
Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. To the paint. Stolen by Ingles. Pass to Conley from outside the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Ingles. Conley's got 5 points.
Mike Conley, we know his pre-shot preparation is excellent. Catch and shoot bucket, yes, sir.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Pass to Gobert. And here's Mitchell. With the drive. Soft touch off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Jazz lead.
I just love the ball movement.
Up top, Rondo. Here's Batum. They need this. Pure from 3-point range.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Pass to Gobert. Now here's Mitchell. To the inside. And Gobert with the bucket on the assist by Mitchell. He's got 6.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And the remarkable reach of the stifled tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
I love it. It's a different kind of defense than teams play in the postseason. More in-your-face, high-energy plays just like that.
Here's Kennard. Long range from the inbound. And it's Ilyasova with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Favors. Outside Mitchell. Ilyasova with it. 4-3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
Out to Beverly. This one for 3. The rebound by the Jazz. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Back to Favors. Got a piece of it. The shot that time not on target. The Clippers trail. Kennard with it. It'll count. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Jazz. They lead by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And a heightened atmosphere we have here this evening for NBA playoff action. Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith by my side. Well, for the Jazz, this is do or die for them tonight. And they're playing their hearts out. They built a nice lead for themselves, and if they can put together another half like the one they just played, this series may not be ending here in Game 6. And Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Efficiency. You know, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
And Shaq, your take on the Clippers?
Well, they could be ahead in this game if they were taking care of the boards. More possession means more scoring opportunities. A few rebounds either way could decide the outcome of the game. Ultimately, this game will come down to who wants it more.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen Donovan Mitchell really having a great game.
Well, tonight is a big game, and you have to be impressed with the way he's come out firing.
You get the sense when there's big-time performances to be had, this guy wants to take part. You expect that this is a trend that will continue here.
We've got Reggie Jackson. He's out there with Paul George. And it's Cousins in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Pass to Favors. Back to Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
The Clippers shooting only 39% so far in the game. Conley against Jackson, and he converts the layup. Jackson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Conley passes to Favors. Outside Conley. Lets it go from 11. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Zubac, he's checked in for Morris. And a switch here also for Utah. Clarkson's checked in.
Mike Conley, probably one of the most respected players in the league, and I don't see this guy stopping anytime soon. He brings great effort every single night, plays with a team-minded selflessness, is a big shot maker. This guy has had such a solid, probably underrated career.
Now here's Conley. He's got 7. 90 seconds into the second half now. Clarkson with the ball. He's picked up by Zubac. Cousins comes with the double team. Just 2 to shoot. The shot by Conley. No good. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. George outside. Up top, Zubac. George outside. He buries it from 3. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Outside Mitchell. Over to the left wing. Gobert finds Mitchell. Driving in. And Mitchell with the slam.
Well, it's all about decision-making in the pick and roll, and Donovan Mitchell making all the right choices.
Pass to Cousins. Back to George. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Utah leading. Now Conley. He has 7. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Mitchell. The 3 is up. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Now a timeout called by Utah.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Pass to Ilyasova. Clarkson outside. The three. No good on the shot. The Clippers go the other way with it. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Now here's George, guarded closely. Utah has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Picked by Ilyasova. Down low, over Zubac. Ilyasova with the bucket. Ilyasova's got 5.
I think we think of Donovan Mitchell first and foremost as a scorer, but I love seeing his passing ability come into play.
Over to the wing. Here's Beverly. Here's George. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Now here's Clarkson. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Ilyasova. Just 5 on the clock. Here's O'Neal. Launches it. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game. Now here's Beverly. He's covered by Clarkson. It's George on the wing. Gets some space and buries the jumper. George has got 11 in the second half.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
And it's going to be on Rajon Rondo. That's his first foul. Morris, he's checked in for the Clippers. Kennard comes in for Rondo. And Utah with a change here too. Ingles, he's checked in for Clarkson. Outside Mitchell. Baseline try. No good there. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Jazz. They lead by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And here's Conley. So the Jazz 5 right now. At the forward positions, it's Ingles and Bogdanovich. Conley at the 1 with Mitchell at the 2. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Here's George. And George with the jam.
What you love about Paul George is if he understands he's got his game in rhythm, he's going to stay aggressive.
And the Jazz with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Outside Conley. Mitchell against Jackson. Shoots from 14. They get it again. Here's Gobert. Good work defensively by Cousins.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
George for three. Mitchell grabs a miss.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Pass to Gobert. And here's Conley. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Now here's Bogdanovich. Just three to shoot. From the top of the key. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Favors checked in for Utah. Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. Here's Gobert. Poked loose. Stolen by Jackson. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to Cousins. George outside. Jackson outside. Clock at 4. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And George gets it to go on the assist from Jackson. George has got 24 points.
Building confidence in that deep ball. One from distance in the first, two in the second.
Conley with the ball. Pass to Favors. Here's Clarkson. Now Conley. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him. And that'll be Utah's ball as it goes out of bounds. Jazz able to keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Now here's Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from the line.
It's weird.
Oh, he did it!
Punch it home! Nice!
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
George. And George with the jam.
Terrific placement on the bounce pass. Right where it needed to be.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now here's Clarkson. Gobert with a screen on George. George with the block.
Paul George, tremendous vertical. How fast does he get off his feet?
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
They say you got to take your defense up a notch in the playoff. He just took his up about 3 notches on that block.
And the Jazz call time here. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
Here's Clarkson. Just 5 to shoot. From the wing. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Clarkson's got his first basket.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Now that's a confidence booster. Great effort on the offensive glass.
This guy just feeds off that fourth quarter pressure in a tight game like this. That's when we can really see the kind of heart he plays with.
The offensive rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. There's a minute 26 left in the fourth. So they take the lead. George has got 11 here in the quarter alone.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
the teardrop. And it's Clarkson missing for Los Angeles. They've gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. His man, and there's the drive. George, good.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And Utah has possession. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's George. Clarkson with the defensive effort. And the Jazz with possession. Outside, Ingles. Count it!
Ooh, a clutch bucket. A defensive stop now could be all it takes to clinch the win.
The Jazz making a switch here, and the Clippers call time here. They trail by 1. 16 seconds left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up play to make it happen.
Late here in the quarter, they still have a foul to give.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Mitchell. Over Morris. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so the Los Angeles Clippers take the series and are moving on. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Time for us to say goodbye. We hope you enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you later.